G'day lads, welcome to part 2 of how to do a cash flow statement. So in the first video, we did the operating activities section of the cash flow statement. We didn't get to a point where we tallied up or anything, so I'm just going to do that right now. In the first column here is all of our inflows of cash from our operating activities section. So all of these tallied up together gives me 143,200. And then all of my outflows added up together in this column here gives me $192,000 of outflows. Okay, so in order to figure out our net cash flow from operating activities, it is our total inflows take our total outflows. So that's why I put this one in brackets. Right, so 143,200 less our outflows gives us a net cash flow from operating activities of 48,800. Okay, in the negative. Okay, so more outflows than inflows. All right, so now we're going to do the investing activities. Remember that we're looking at the non-current assets section of the balance sheet here. Okay, so non-current assets section. So looking at that statement from Sammy's Seafood, the business had $10,000 worth of furniture in 2008. In 2009, the business had $18,000 worth of furniture. So what's happened here is the business has bought an extra $8,000 worth of furniture. Don't mind about the accumulated depreciation. The business still bought $8,000 worth of furniture. It's just depreciated a bit. Okay, so in terms of the inflows or outflows of cash, the business has actually recorded an outflow of cash of $8,000 for furniture during that period. Furniture, $8,000. So again, working our way down the statement. Then there's a car there. Okay, so in 2008, the business didn't actually have a car. The value of car in that statement is zero. Okay, the business doesn't have a car. A year later, so during that period, the business has gone out and, it says there, we now have a car worth $5,000. So what could have happened? The business has probably gone out and bought a $5,000 car. Key thing here is, at the bottom of the statement, under additional information, and you have to look out for this, at the bottom of the statement where additional information is, it says the owner has contributed $7,000 cash and a car worth $5,000 to the business. So what's actually happened then is the owner has contributed a car. The business hasn't gone out and bought one. Okay, so there's no actually payment of cash by the business. So in terms of that here, dealing with the cash flow statement, we don't actually touch that. All right, it doesn't go into the statement as an outflow of cash for the investing activities section of the business, or of the cash flow statement. Okay, so we can skip that one. Loan to M. Watson. Okay, so the business had a loan to M. Watson worth $17,000 in 2008, and a year later it's worth $11,000. So what's happened here? Well, M. Watson has actually paid the business some money. He's paid the business $6,000. Okay, so that's an inflow of cash. $6,000. Okay. Now, again, still looking at the cash flow. So the balance sheet, non-current assets section. The business had $100,000 worth of buildings in 2008 and $100,000 worth of buildings in 2009. So what's happened there? Well, nothing. The business hasn't gone out and bought any buildings or sold any. Okay, so there's no exchange of cash. So we don't have to put anything in this section of the cash flow statement. All right. Last one there, shares in BHP Limited. Okay, so what's happened here for the business? Well, in 2008, we had $8,000 worth of shares, and a year later, none. Okay, so what's happened? What's happened here? Well, the business had $8,000, now they have no more shares left. So what's happened? The business has actually sold these shares. Okay, sold these shares in BHP. So they've actually received some cash for that sale. And that amount is obviously $8,000 during the period. So sale of shares. And that's it for the investing activities section. So we can tally up $14,000 worth of inflows, $8,000 worth of outflows. So our net cash flow, our inflows minus total inflows minus our outflows is actually $6,000 positive cash flow of $6,000 from investing activities for the business. Okay, so getting towards the business end, that's investing done. Financing activities, we're just concerned with liabilities and owner's equity. So looking at the balance sheet again. Okay, so we'll start with liabilities. They're a bit easier to do. Looking at the balance sheet there, bank overdraft. We haven't used that yet, but we're not going to touch it. We'll deal with it when we do our change in cash balances, the last step. Okay, creditors we already have used. Okay, we used them when we did the creditors T account in the previous video. Accrued commission we have already used as well. We did that when we did the prepaids and accrueds on the previous video. The loan, okay, we haven't yet touched this one. In 2008, the business had what? Nothing, okay? So no loans owed. And then fast forward a year, in 2009, the business has what? A loan worth $1,500. Well, so what's actually happened here? The business has gone out and taken out a loan worth $1,500. So that is actually an inflow of cash into the business. And as a result, the business now receives that cash. Of course, they'll spend it, but it's actually an inflow of cash, okay, from a financial institution. All right, and then the one right at the bottom there, mortgage, okay, similar sort of thing here. The business had a $70,000 mortgage in 2008. And then a year later, they have a much bigger mortgage, okay? $167,000 worth. So what's happened? Well, the business has extended their mortgage. So in terms of cash, what does that mean? Well, the business has actually got a whole lot more of cash through extending their mortgage. So that's an inflow of cash into the business, okay? And the inflow of cash from the mortgage is $97,000. Okay, so that's all the liabilities done. Now we need to do the reconstructing capital. So what do we need for that? We need opening balance, profit or loss. Okay, so depends on whether the business makes a profit or loss. Okay, closing balance, drawings, and contributions, capital contributions. Okay, the opening balance for capital during the period was, in 2008, $72,700. The closing balance was $29,800. Okay, now we're going to have to look a little bit deeper. Well, what profit did the business make? So we go to the income statement here. Right at the bottom of that, it says net loss, $36,900. Okay, so the business can't make obviously both a profit and a loss, so they make a loss of $36,800. And then we need to figure out where the contributions have been throughout the year. Okay, so remember the additional information section right at the bottom. There was some information there. The owner contributed $7,000 cash and a car worth $5,000. So two different types of contributions here. A car and cash. The cash contribution was $7,000 and the car was $5,000. Okay, so that car contribution, although it's not cash, remember we talked about that before, it is a capital contribution. So it does contribute to the capital section of, the capital T account. All right, leaving us with drawings still to calculate. Okay, there'll always be one we left to calculate. So we tally up the largest side, and that's going to give us $84,700. I'll carry it to both sides, and then solve back to find the drawings, the cash drawings. Okay, and that here is actually going to be $18,000. So that 84.7, take 29.8, take 36.9, gives you 18,000. All right. So what are we interested here then? What are we interested with? it's going to be the cash transactions. Clearly, we're doing a cash flow statement. So we're interested in the cash contributions. Okay? Because that is an inflow of cash from owner's equity. That's what we're doing here. Cash contributions, $7,000. Not 12, because that here, the contribution of a car is not a cash contribution. There's no change in cash there. This is your change in cash. Right? And the drawings. We assume there that they are drawings of cash. It doesn't tell us otherwise. $18,000. All right? So then we're completely done. All right? We have now to tally up. All right? So total inflows for the period are 105,800, 500 rather. Total outflows are 18,000, leaving us with a net cash flow for financing activities of 87,500. Okay, positive. All right, so now we can work out the net change in cash, right? The net change in cash is all of your inflows added to all of your net change in cash from each different section of the cash flow statement. So in this case, it's negative 48,800 plus 6,000 plus 87,500. And remember, we've got the negative here. So the net change in cash is actually 44,700. 44,700 positive. Okay? But now we've got to fill in this last part of the cash flow statement. The cash balance we had at the start, and then the cash flow balance we had at the end. And therefore, when we look at the change of those two figures, we can figure out if we're balanced. All right? So to figure out a cash position at the start, or a cash position 2008, we need these pieces of information here. So for this business, the cash we had at the start, or cash on hand, in 2008, cash on hand in 2008 was $200. Cash on hand in 2009, well, that was $400. Cash at bank in 2009 was $34,000. Cash at bank in 2008 was $0. Probably means we have a bank overdraft, which we did, of $10,500, and $0 here as well. So our net cash we had for the business in 2008 was actually 10,300 negative. We had a negative cash position. Okay, so down here, our cash at the start of the period is actually 10,300 negative. We started off with a negative cash position, all right, because there's bank overdraft. Remember, that's a negative bank figure. Then at the end, a year later, the business has 34,400. So that's our cash balance at the end. And we can see, well, this checks out, doesn't it? Think about it. Okay? What's been the change in cash from 2008 to 2009? Well, the business started with 10,300. They ended with 34,400. What got us there, okay, during the year? Well, the business had to have had, right, a $44,700 change to get us to this overall position. Okay, so now that we know that checks out, we've balanced and we've completed the cash flow statement. Thanks.